Well, hey everybody, I'm the Crockett Cooner, and this is the Crockett Coonhound Show. And guys, got my main man Dave with me here. We are out here again today, guys, on the boat trailer project. Now, I have been up, guys, got some new U-bolts, actually got some new lock nuts and things to go on these, and I found something. I have discovered something since the last time I have talked to everybody on our boat trailer. Guys, after really looking, I do believe these old U-bolts, if you recall in one of the original videos where I was disassembling it, we had some U-bolts that were loose and things. I think someone has actually made these guys, like at home or something, or maybe possibly they were not squared off U-bolts. They were actually the rounded type at the bottom. But I went up this morning because I'm telling you guys, Ace Hardware, that's where I shop now, if possible, because if you've bought U-bolts lately, well, you know, they think a lot of them. A lot of places think a lot of them. But anyways, what I've done, guys, and I'll fix it right there when I edit, is I have actually gone for a size smaller U-bolt. I believe it's going to be what we need. I would call this more of like a, oh, maybe a 1/4 inch, maybe bigger, probably, I don't know. I don't know if I'd say a 1/2 inch, but this U-bolt's maybe just a little heavier, but after I've looked at them, like I said, I think someone has actually made these or bent them to fit. Could be that I worked on this in my younger days. But, guys, we're going to get over here. Dave's going to help me. We're going to hold the axle up. We're going to put these on. Now, I have bought some that were, oh, I'd call them a good 1.5 inches taller. And I'm going to run them down as far as I can. Got the Zols all out. We're going to cut it off, and we're going to see how everything looks. All right, Dave-O, hold her up there, just like so, and let's see if I can't fish some U-bolts and things around here. Get this baby back on. Whew. Well, I hope this right here will work the way I think it will. Guys, we are using, for anybody that's ever bought them, let's see, come my way just a little. I got to be on those pins. There we go. For anybody that's ever bought U-bolts and things, you know that occasionally, and sometimes, they can be a bit difficult to get on, especially if we're talking like, I don't know, maybe the rear end of an old Chevrolet or something like that. And if you get them too short, you know, you always run the risk of having to get the mountain hardware over the top of it and everything. Let me see here. Hold her up there good and straight, Dave. That way it's not in a bind when I put it on. See if I can loop that other one over to that one. Oh, that's what I thought. It's going to be a little tight. There we go. Somewhere around here, I have also bought washers. All right, hold her on up there straight just a little bit more, because we are going to start some lock nuts on this. I'm going to get both sides kind of hung up there. Go back towards you a little bit. I'm going to get both sides hung up there, and then we're going to cut off the threaded parts that we don't need. Let's see if I can get that one started. That's the only bad thing about lock nuts. They can be a bit of a booger sometimes to get them right, especially if that Teflon in there or whatever that stuff is kind of down on the threads a little. Let's see if this one will just hang up here while I get the other one. I'm going to leave that tape on there as we do this. Now, guys, for all of y'all that's been following along, I will tell you this. Yeah, she should hang right there now. Also, our rims and things, those are done. They are back from being sandblasted. I've got them painted and everything. We've got the tires balanced and mounted back on them, so that's all good. I can't wait to see this thing roll down the road myself, Dave. Oh, let's see here. Let me over there where you're at. First time you ever done anything like this. Guys, that's also another thing you'll always hear myself and Scooter talking about. You know, getting the kids out to help you a little bit on something like this and kind of making it a teachable moment. So, Dave, I'm going to show you something. You see that hole in that axle? Look right here. You see right down in there, you see that hole? See this metal plate wherever I've put it? It's here somewhere. Where'd I put the other metal plate? Oh, right here. See that hole? See how it's sitting on that nut? Well, or that bolt, the bottom side of that bolt has got to fit in that hole. They're called pins, and they have to sit on it to keep it from skipping off the pins. So we got to get all this line back upright so we don't make it clear over to the river one night or somewhere else, and the next thing you know, it's like, uh-oh, we've got a problem, and it's late at night. See if I can get that one in there. I'm maybe going to have to pick up a little bit. Yeah, I think she'll go. If not, we'd always thought it should have had. Is that one going to go? Well, I can't see what I'm doing. Hold on. I'm working in limited space here, folks. They've got a... What's that? Well, we've got those new bushings and things in the leaf springs and new bolts holding the leaf springs and everything on. That helped a whole lot. That made this whole process. Let's say, uh-oh, I need... Where are the other lock nuts? Oh, there they are. Always the way, guys. I look around for stuff and I can't find it. I didn't know I brought it over here with me. Let's see. I guarantee you, everybody on YouTube will be interested in what we're doing. We're going to get everything started and get it on here. The other thing, guys, is now that I've changed U-bolts, we've gone from a good old standard size to a metric. And I think they're about 13, you know, the universal metric size. And I am going to have to one day invest in a really nice set of metric wrenches. I have never done that after all the years of me messing with cars and old vehicles. Never bought metric wrenches. I should. Got all the standard ones, but not any of the metric. All right. Let's see if she'll just hang there for the time being. Yep, I believe that'll do it. Now I'm going to get the air ratchet, guys, and shoot her up on there. We're going to see how it looks. Start in as far as you can go. So my main man Dave took the air ratchet there, learned a little bit more, helping his old man out here in the yard. We tightened up the nuts. We ended up doing both sides, pulled them up there as far as we could so we could cut off the unused portion of the threads. Guys, I got the old trusted Sawzall out. You can see right there, we just have them snug, not all the way tight. I cut a little bit, cut the ends of all the U-bolts off, because if I didn't, they'd have ended up hitting the frame when we hit a bump going down the road, but it did all right. Okay, guys, I know you can't see me, but I've got the saw in here, cut off the bolts, got them flush. That's good because this is not all the way tight. Now, I did check. Our axle is sitting on the pin, and everything's up there. It's pulled up, you know, pretty snug. And next, I'm just going to, since I got enough clearance here, going to take a short well socket, tighten these up even, try to keep my U-bolts as straight this way and that way as I can. And this little project will be done other than me taking a little paint, touching everything up. I'm going to get in here, going to snug on down on these a little bit, kind of get everything bent to where it needs to be. I like to keep my U-bolts good and straight. When my main man Dave was tightening them up, this axle shaft is round inside a piece of channel here, and it's long enough this way, guys, but he actually got one of my U-bolts to the tail end of this. It was causing the U-bolt to kick out, but I had to go back and loosen it up. Picked a few things up here around my project. See if we can't get them up there tighter than Dick's hat band, and then that way we don't have to ever worry about them coming off going down the road. I believe the axle's in there good enough. I had a little worry there about bending the axle, but I did a little researching, guys, and come to find out that is correct for this particular trailer. Insert you guys a pic there. Both sides looks like that. We cut the slack out, went back with a manual wrench, tightened everything down. So I believe that'll work, guys. I'm going to get out here in a day or so when it's not getting so late, get a little rattle can touch up the U-bolts and things, a little of the paint there that I scratched off. And next time you see us here on the boat trailer project, guys, we're going to repack the hubs and everything, get them back on. We've got the tires ready, and then I believe I have already sourced us some good rectangular tubing to make the tongue out of, and then this project should go along pretty quick. If you guys can't tell, Jethro's all wound up. It's pretty around here today. We're going to finish polishing up the boat, and then we're going to see when we get the boat on top of the trailer and everything how it pulls, and then we're going to find out if that vessel is in fact seaworthy. So anyways, guys, that's it for today. A little short video. Got the axle bolted back on and everything. So I say it all the time, guys. Stay safe in the water. Stay safe in the woods. And definitely stay tuned here at the Crockett Coonhound Show. And myself and Scooter will have you folks some more videos dropping shortly. You guys have a great day.